He shed his skin. He stinks bad.
I know, but why didn't he shit on her?
He shit on me too.
You little fart. What's the matter with you, woman? You keep taking up our time.
Speak up.
I won't do any more of that. I'll
You're scared to death? I don't know how anybody that's just so scared of life and death and snakes and bugs and every other shit and thing, why don't you behave? Hell, you're so scared of everything. Tiger? That's what we need to do. Fucking Tiger hadn't been fed tonight. Take her out to Tiger. He's a very gentle snake. He has never offered to squeeze anybody but her, and I don't blame him. He won't do it. You can't make him squeeze. He's just very gentle. But he'll be 37 feet long. He'll be impressive if Stone comes. Stone ain't coming. Stone ain't coming. He ain't got the book. He ain't got the goal. Well, now these two on the learning, and what about you? If you get one twice in a month, that's it. Why don't you quit that? I don't like to see seniors go on learning even for the night. I don't like to see you do this, but you're going to have to go. We're going to have to go for a day. We're going to have to go for a day. You can't put learnings. You got big mouth, Juanita. What's that?
They said salute. I said thank you, Dad.
They said salute. You know how to salute.
No, I had did it before they asked.
Okay. Step to learning, dear. And keep a good attitude. You'll be there the next day, because I never thought I'd have to see seniors in the learning department. Better than thumping on people. I don't like to see violence. What's this? I can't. What'd you say, Annie? What'd you say, Annie?
You're real nice and kind to us, and you take advantage of it. Put all our ways like another state that we do better.
I'm sure on 24 hours, all the days of my life. All the days. God, I'd love, and learning would be easy for me. Desi Jordan puts that while sitting in the pavilion watching the movie, she saw Desi spit on the ground. We kept down disease, you know better than that. She called her to her and told her that it was the third time she had seen her spit on the ground in the community. She must stop it. Should stop it, rather. Desi got mad, said, "Why do you have to be around every time I spit on the ground?" I expect there's only one Desi Jordan. Okay, why?
It happened each time it was emergency. First time it happened, I had a sick
It's an
stomach.
emergency.
So far as I had emergency. And when I eat something fat, it comes right back up. And I couldn't run out wherever I was. And she called my hand.
Why don't you carry some kind of paper?
I should.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah, and I said, thank you. And the next time I was at home.
Hell, you know you're spitting up. What do you know? That's what I mean. All these people come to the United States with tuberculosis. What the hell do you know you're spitting up?
What?
You should have been grateful to a professional nurse telling you. That's all. You only had one warning. I've had no trouble with you, Desi.
I thought I was grateful. I told her I'd talk to her
No, I
later.
said, but you ought to take it and say thank you. You shouldn't spit on that ground. You don't know what's causing you to spit up till we get full, thorough study back on you. Don't defend that. Don't defend that. Okay.
Thank you.
She only had one warning. That's only one warning. Billy Jones in bed at 10 o'clock. He gave the return to work slip to his supervisor benefits. Had no idea where he was. Warning. Unless it's anything else, I don't know. Burl Wilson, Dietrich Green, Clarence Kleeman were walking around quite a bit. Clarence was also a half hour late to work. Yolanda Brown, Jared Baker were working very slow. Attitudes and negativity were so bad in the crew that Lee Ingram and Jan Woolsey had to come out in the field and warn the crew about it. Who's had one? How long ago? 14th this month? Billy goes to learning. Where's Billy? Where's he at? Been one of our models. Now you're going to start your declension? Somebody said he's the fastest worker on the crew. Was there praise for that? Who's the crew person?
Supervisor, he works good. Bill works good most of the time. He doesn't work steady. Like I have to watch him sometimes because he'll goof off, but he does work. And that morning, he was sort of goofing off. He could have been at work and found him at home, and he hadn't told me where he was.
I'm not kidding with you. Praise or no praise. You got to praise, cancel out the good, the bad. You get another chance. But I'm not kidding with you. I don't care whether you get praise the next time. It's learning.
Sorry, Dad. It won't happen no more.
I hope not, because you were one of our models. Citrus Crew, Joyce Polk, working slow. Toby Mendenji, look, Mendendaji, doing a lot of, I like the name, I'll have to get it down here. Thank you, Mendendaji, doing a lot of standing around. Wood Crew, Ben Robinson, David George were working steady. The rest of the crew were watching them. Well, now who's that? Who's the rest of the crew? Ben Robinson. For Ben Robinson came where he came from. It's a miracle. What he's that's amazing. Some of these people were surly on the way to jail and come over here from jail. He's doing this fine example, Ben Robinson. Fine example. That's what this community does. Structure builds character and changes people. What about the rest of you, chaps? Hey, man. You ought to be up here as a model all the time. What do you with the rest of you?
Dad, we was working.
Now, I got observers on SAT, Security, Patrol, and others, and you were not working as you should have been. Not like these, not like Ben was working, and not like David George, our Amerindian lad that we adopted.
Dad,
He never complained. We never going to complain about him. He never was spoiled by Yankee imperialism.
Dad, when we walked down there, we was observing them. We hid behind the bushes and we was watching them. And David George was cutting with the saw, and Ben, whatever he would cut, Ben would get his axe and chop it. And they was standing there. They could have took the wood and started carrying it out, but when they noticed us, then they started carrying the wood out, passing it to each other. They stood there almost 15 minutes not doing nothing.
Yeah.
Dad, excuse me. Dad, we were carrying. We had to wait for Ben to cut the wood in order to carry the wood out. And I was in the back area with Ben, and Chris was in the back area with us. And after Ben cut the wood, we were carried out.
Who all's on this crew? What about this, Ben? You
At that particular time, Dad, they were working. They did have to wait on me, but I do have problems with Chris, Willie, and Tommy. I have to stay on them because if I don't, it won't work.
I was wondering about this chap because he always was good.
Larry, since he been here, he been busting his ass. I had no problem at all.
Yeah, I can. Well, now listen. I don't know what about you three. You two particularly been on the learning, off the learning, on the learning, off the learning, and you practically brought us all